Hi guys and welcome back to another video by myself, Bateson87. Today we're looking at some more player predictions, and we've done a few in the past now, but today we are using the brand new card design which was leaked via Crystal Palace when he did attend the, I think it was like a FIFA event, just to get a little bit of a play test up in Vancouver. So if you guys haven't seen that, it's been replicated by dailyrender. The guy who does all my graphics, makes my channel look very, very clean, and definitely looks very, very good. So you guys get a little bit of an insight into how the card is going to look come FIFA 17. So if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes or cheap game codes, go and check out g2a.com, their link is down below. If we're trying to hit over 5,000 likes, that'd be absolutely brilliant, and guys, subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. So in the past, we have done, I think, coming on 4 or 5 teams now for the player prediction videos. We've done Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, Liverpool, maybe some more. I think we've done some more, but today we are looking at Arsenal. We have got a few more in the bag as well, waiting to be doing it in the coming weeks. So if you guys want to get some inputs in, feel free to. And if this one doesn't go down that well, I think I may do it a different way, which is similar to how I did it last year. So like I said, guys, we are doing Arsenal today. Go and check out the players if you want to go and check out the other ones. And we're doing 12 players like we always do, guys. So let's go and start off with the first 4. So the first 4 we have got, guys, are Cech, Koscielny, Bellerin and Xhaka, the brand new signing and probably the biggest signing of Arsenal's transfer window as I'm making this video. They have signed one more person, but the bigger and better players seem to be missing out on. But Xhaka is a very solid signing. Now, I don't really know much about the guy. I do know he's a hot prospect for European football, and he has been for a long time, being Swiss, and obviously he's plying his trade in the Bundesliga before moving to Arsenal. So these are the 4 players, guys. Going to be talking about the stats a little bit of each player this time round, just so you guys get a bit of an insight as to why I've upgraded or downgraded some of the players. But as a face value, we've upgraded Koscielny, we've upgraded Petr Cech, we've upgraded Bellerin, and Xhaka we've kept the same, so keep that in mind. So on Who Scored, guys, it does give an accurate representation of a player's, playing over the season. He has played, Koscielny in general has played 33 games, got an average rating of 7.48. Now, to put that into mind, guys, if we do move down the list and we look at the likes of Mikel Arteta, who has played 9 substitute appearances and got an average rating of 6.3, that's all the way down in 24th place. So the top 4 performing player for Arsenal last season was Laurent Koscielny, hence the reason I've jumped him up from an 84 to an 85. I would have done that regardless of looking at his website, but he is a consistent performer. The rock of Arsenal's defence, and with Per Mertesacker being out for the start of the season, who knows, he may even get a new defensive partner. But there is also the Brazilian guy, what's the guy's name? Gabriel Paulista, he's called. He's currently in centre-back, so who knows, he may jump on in there. So that's why we did jump up with Laurent Koscielny. The other player in there is Petr Cech. Now, actually, and it's a weird one on Who Scored, because Petr Cech played 34 appearances, got an average rating of 6.94, which I don't see how they got that rating, but it was obviously statistically correct, because Cech, in my eyes, I would say is the 4th best keeper in the Premier League, after the likes of De Gea, after the likes of Courtois, and there was one more keeper who I think is better than him as well, but I can't remember who it is. Lloris as well. So I'd say Cech and Lloris on the same level. So Cech did get a rating of 6.94. Ospina made 4 appearances and got a rating of 7.11. So he is lower down than Ospina, but I have jumped up Petr Cech. The other player on there, guys, is Hector Bellerin, getting an average rating of 7.2 over the 36 games he did play. Obviously getting 5 assists and 1 goal over the period as well, which is very good for a defender. I'm actually surprised that Arsenal have been able to keep hold of him, especially with the likes of Dani Alves leaving Barca. I thought that may have been a key move for him to go back to Barca, but he hasn't happened, and I reckon he's going to be definitely getting a decent upgrade come FIFA 17. You guys have seen his cards he's got throughout the FIFA 16 period. The Informed Silver, the Informed Gold, Team of the Season as well. He jumped up to a massive, massive rating, and I reckon Hector Bellerin definitely deserves at least an 80 rated card. You guys will probably disagree. I know the Arsenal fans are going to be very, very sceptical of my ratings on these videos, as Arsenal fans are with everything, and I don't mind. If you guys agree or disagree with any of these ratings, feel free to let me know. The next one is Xhaka. Now, the reason I've not changed him is because he's making a league change. Now, usually when players make a league change, they don't really change stats. It's happened in the past. Now, the one player we have upgraded in previous videos is Ibra, upgraded him by 1, but he has been dominant in Liga and it's hard not to give an upgrade. But Xhaka has been good. He could potentially get an upgrade just by moving to Arsenal, but I have kept him at an 82. I haven't seen him play, so maybe you guys who have seen Xhaka play, let me know what you think of him. So that's been a rundown of the first four players, guys. Let me know if you disagree or disagree with any of these. I've used websites to get the statistics out, which I've got for you. If you don't enjoy it, feel really free to let me know, and I will be doing it a different way if you guys don't enjoy it. So let's go and have a look at the other four. So next four are the usuals. One of them was a brand new signing for Arsenal last season, which was El Neni, whose name I probably am saying incorrect. We have Cazorla, Mertesacker, who's going to be missing the start of the season, and Ramsey as well, who was absolutely ridiculous for Wales during the Euros. Him, Bale, and Joe Allen were three standout players, and obviously Robson Kanu as well. But these are the four we're looking at. All different nationalities. Doesn't really matter, does it, guys? Doesn't really matter. So on this list, we have upgraded Ramsey by +1. Potentially, he could be a +2, jump into an 84. El Neni currently on FIFA is a 70 rated, guys. We have bumped him up to a nice looking 72. Could be a little bit higher as well, because he was a consistent performer for Arsenal when he did play. He was a player who didn't want to take risks and always played back or played forward, but never anything critical, which was one of the arguments which a lot of Arsenal fans were putting on Twitter. So Ramsey upgraded by 1 to an 83. El Neni with a +2. Mertesacker, we've dropped down to an 82, which is, and I will explain why I've done that, guys, just so you're not think I'm a hater, because I'm definitely not, because I do really like Mertesacker. And Cazorla, we have kept it an 85. So going back to who scored, guys, and we do jump and have a look, we've got Santi Cazorla, who sits third out of the best players for Arsenal last season, getting an average of 7.53 in at number 3, 15 games, which is one of the reasons why I've kept him the same. He didn't really get much game time, with 3 assists during his time. Very good player. Potentially could get an upgrade or a downgrade. He could stay the same. I reckon more likely he's going to stay the same, but that's why we kept him at an 85. With the likes of Mertesacker, he is all the way down in 14th out of 25 with a 6.86, which is actually lower rated than... Actually, maybe higher. Yeah, so it's lower rated than Firmino, which is fair enough. It's higher than El Neni, which is something I will talk about in a second. But Mertesacker, one of the reasons I'm dropping him down is because previous FIFAs, and you guys have seen it throughout the course of most of the FIFAs, guys, every person who gets older gets progressively slower on Ultimate Team. Fair enough. Sometimes it isn't realistic, but it does happen. And it's a little bit of an age thing as well. EA seem to drop the older players down. You remember the likes of Di Natale. He got completely rinsed. And Mertesacker, the same thing as well. Last year he got a massive butcher on his rating, and I think yet again it may go down again. But 6.86 on the who scored rating, with 24 appearances and 1 yellow card and 1 red card. Very interesting stats there. So we've got El Neni, who's also in there, guys, making 9 appearances, 2 substitute appearances, with an average rating of 6.75. Now the reason I've upgraded him is not because of his excellent play style at Arsenal, nothing to do with that really, but the fact he is a Premier League starter or substitute starter and did an alright job. You see the likes of like Rashford as well, who are going to get a massive upgrade. A lot of them players who were rated like low rated silvers or average rated silvers probably will jump to a low rated gold, just because they are playing Premier League football for some of the top teams in the world. Hence the reason I've only jumped him up by a +2, but I reckon he could maybe go to a 73, 74 as well. And the final player is actually the person rocking at number 7 for Arsenal, which is Aaron Ramsey. 7.21 rating, 29 appearances, 2 substitute appearances, 5 goals and 4 assists, 4 yellow cards. Very, very good player. I always say that he's underrated on FIFA, and this is still happening now. I reckon he could be an 84 rated player, but will he jump it to that one? You guys let me know the ratings of these players, whether you disagree or agree. Write down the players, guys, who I am writing down, who I'm noting down, so you guys can write the accurate ratings down in the comment section below. It's your comment section below. Get writing in there, guys. I want to see the ratings you would give. And obviously, I know Arsenal fans are going to be probably liking this video, actually. There's a lot of upgrades and not many downgrades, but obviously, I am not trying to throw the ball out or drop any hate on anyone. And the final 4, guys, we have Giroud, who has been upgraded by me, Ozil upgraded by me, and Sanchez upgraded by me as well. So 3 upgrades already on this page, and Jack Wilshere as well. Even though he didn't really have any game time for Arsenal last season, he is a very good player when he gets going. So we have put him in the video as well. So yet again, like I said, guys, an upgrade on Giroud, upgrade on Ozil, with a +1 on Ozil, +1 on Sanchez. Could be potentially higher on the likes of Ozil or Sanchez as well, because very, very good players. And obviously Sanchez has has got a world football title with Chile as well, beating Argentina. That's where I got a little bit mixed up there. And Jack Wilshere made a few appearances for England, but didn't do much. Same as most England players as well. So if we jump on to who scored, guys, and we take a look again, we have Jack Wilshere in at number 22. The only players worse than him for the Arsenal last season, according to who scored, are Theo Walcott, who made 15 appearances, Callum Chambers making 2 appearances, 10 substitute, Arteta and Kieran Gibbs. Now, the reason Jack Wilshere is so low down is because he only made 1 appearance as a starter and 2 appearances as a substitute. Now, with that, I haven't downgraded him because we all know the potential of Jack Wilshere. I reckon he's going to be one of England's biggest players come the next European Championships or even the World Cup, hopefully, anyway. But he didn't really get much game time, so I've kept him the same. Could potentially downgrade, but I don't think he'll do that with people who have been out injured for a majority of the season. Also in there, guys, we did have the top 2, which is Mesut Ozil and Sanchez. Sanchez rocks as number 1 for Arsenal last season, 7.72, and Ozil 7.76. So both of them rocking number 1, number 2. Ozil with 35 games, 6 goals, 19 assists, which is absolutely insane. The Payet versus Ozil battle will always go on. And Alexis Sanchez rocking with the 13 goals and 4 assists, and obviously did really, really well for his national team Chile during the summer as well. So both of them players I upgraded by a +1, potentially could be more as well. Alexis Sanchez could be at least an 88. Looking at the likes of Eden Hazard and stuff, maybe they could swap around because Sanchez is a totally game-changing player. And the final player we did have in there, guys, if I can find him, is Giroud. Now, Giroud, 26 games, 12 appearances as a substitute, 16 goals and 6 assists. That's pretty good for a Premier League striker. Average rating of 7.07. I reckon he should have been higher rated on FIFA anyway. That's why I've jumped him up. Did alright in the European Championships as well. Did fall at the last hurdle with France losing to Portugal, but you can't take away. Now, Giroud, even though he does have a lot of haters, including myself, I don't really like him, as Arsenal are a massive club and they've had massive strikers in the team like Kanu, Henry, trying to think of loads more, Bergkamp and stuff. It's just Giroud isn't that type of man. Very, very sexy looking man, but I've only given a +1. Potentially could be staying the same as well. So that's been a rundown of the Arsenal ratings, guys. List down below which ones and what ratings you would give the players. Agree or disagree on the comments, feel free to let me know. And if you guys do know any stat websites where I can get a more accurate rating of the stats, but who scores seems to be the best one, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. But if you guys don't like the way I'm doing these videos, feel free to let me know, guys, and I'll do it a different way, which is how I did it last FIFA. So, guys, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're not, and I'm back another day with another video for you guys to enjoy.